Hudson and Aly here with a very special guest on the Radio U Mornings live Christmas show. We have Kevin from Disciple. They're heading out on WinterJam coming up in 2026. We'll have more on that in a bit. But first, Kevin, you dressed for the occasion for the Radio U Mornings Christmas show.
That's right. That's right. You know, you gotta look the part. So I'm here.
You went all out even more than we did.
I know.
Is it true that you bought this outfit just for the event?
No, we have an ugly sweater event with our fans on Patreon. So we had a big Zoom call, ugly sweater thing. So this was more for that.
That's awesome.
Did you win? Or has it not happened yet?
I am not eligible to compete since I am, in the band. But I participated, obviously. So
I guess
love it.
For everyone not watching on the Radio U Mornings YouTube channel,
we should describe it.
Kevin from Disciple's head is a Christmas tree right now. It has a star, but then it is so glittery.
It's tinsel all throughout in the shape of a tree. And then at the very top on his head is a hoodie that is like a top of a Christmas tree with a star at the very top.
And
it's beautiful.
Just cannot emphasize enough that you need to go to the Radio U Mornings YouTube channel to see this.
Yeah, check it out.
She majored in journalism for that description. You could tell.
I'm like the newscaster describing it.
It was very succinct but accurate.
Right.
Kevin from Disciple here with us. WinterJam coming up. Disciple is going to be out on tour in 2026. But first, Kevin, obviously you clearly love Christmas. And so I need to know, in all the years of Disciple, why have you never made a true Christmas song?
I mean, like an original Christmas song?
It doesn't have to be original. If you want to re-record your version of Step Into Christmas, I think we'd all be here for it. We want to know.
Well done, sir. I mean, we do Christmas covers that we release to our Patreon and to social media. We've never, officially released them to like Spotify or anything like that. But, you too, Hudson, can join our Patreon and get a full Christmas album today that you did not know existed, and your dreams will come true. So
yes, there we go. Well, now
we've actually been our side project, Honor and Glory. We've actually been doing like Christmas tours and like full on Christmas concerts. So it's not as Disciple, but it's as our worship band. So
nice.
That's awesome.
This is why we do this, to learn these things. And because I'm sure there's a lot of people like me that didn't even realize. So while this is a great advertisement for our Radio U Mornings YouTube channel to see Kevin dressed up in his Christmas outfit, it's also a great advertisement, even though we don't do ads on Radio U, for the Disciple Patreon, because that's where you can get your Disciple Christmas fix.
Correct. And, for as little as $1 a month, you can have 5 full acoustic albums,
Wow, let's go. That's so sick. Well, as Hudson mentioned, you're going on the WinterJam tour, Kevin, with Disciple. We know you've been on that tour before, but I'd love to hear your perspective on WinterJam tour, what that looks like behind the scenes, how it's different from other tours, because I know it's got to be different with so many different acts, a lot of them in a music style that's completely different from Disciple. So what does that look like behind the scenes being on WinterJam tour?
Well, I've always been a fan of Christian music of all kinds. I grew up, my family were huge Southern gospel fans, and so I was exposed to a lot of Southern gospel music as a child, and then became a worship leader in my teens, and it was also massively into metal and hard rock and all these things. So I was just all across the board when it came to music, and have a high appreciation for all kinds of music, whether it be hip hop or country or bluegrass even. So all the way to metal. So I actually am fans of all these bands, on WinterJam. So as a hard rock guy, some people are like, "Oh, that's kind of weird." There's all these soft whatever, and I'm like, "Yeah, they're great." And I always have been. I remember meeting Chris Tomlin, back in the self-titled Scars Remain days, Chris Tomlin had an album out. I can't remember the name of the album at the moment, but it's the one that was like, and if our God is for us, who could ever stop that album, whatever that album was called. And I used to warm up to that album before every show. That was my warm up. And so like I even told him that one time. We're obviously he's going to be on WinterJam, and I've only met him a couple times and don't really know him or anything. But that was my thing that I told him. I was like, I love you. I'm like, I warm up to you, every night. So,
do you still warm up to Chris Tomlin?
No, that was just for that season. That was back when I cared about sounding good for shows. I don't really warm up anymore.
You gotta start warming up. You gotta be warmed up and sounding good for WinterJam.
Holy forever. Just
Nah, it's 4 Advil and a Monster, and I'm good.
Well, that is there we go. WinterJam coming up. Disciple, as well as the rest of WinterJam tour. Hulvey's going to be there.
Yeah.
Chris Tomlin, all in Columbus, Ohio, at the Shot Center. That's presented by TPR on January 24th. But then there's dates coming up throughout January and all the way into the end of March. So plenty of chances to catch Disciple out on WinterJam tour. Kevin, we're looking forward to it. Thanks for spending some time with us on the live Christmas show.
Of course. I love you guys.
Yes, we love you, Kevin. Merry Christmas to you and your family.